Look at what happened in New England. Look at what happened here last year when you passed on McConkey. Everybody wanted Whaley Wolf fired over that. And now it's a second-round pick with a receiver. Can you imagine the number 3 pick in the draft? And you let a quarterback go? And he all of a sudden turns into a player? Yeah. If I'm the owner of that team, I'm sitting this. I'm more pissed off about that than I am about paying somebody $8 million, $9 million that maybe I didn't have to do. Because then what do they do next year? Because those two stiffs aren't going to last more than a year with the Giants.
No. Listen, I don't even know, Chris, how much of that $8 million for Winston is even guaranteed. So they could show up to training camp, Chris. It might be up, $3 or $4 million against the cap. Cut them. They don't. It's so I don't even know why people are saying, "Oh, well, the owner's not going to pay a third string quarterback." He probably don't have to. The way that contract is worded, Chris, Winston took it because it's money. What nobody else wanted him. He was on the scrap heap. So that's not even going to end up being real money, Chris. If they drafted Sanders and they had to release Winston, I'm sure the actual guaranteed money in that contract is minimal. That it will not hurt the Giants.
Because none of these guys that are talking about this have ever been in a draft room, have ever been in a coach's room, have never been in a front office where their jobs are on the line. And if your job is on the line, look, if the owner comes to them and says, look, don't draft the quarterback because I don't want to pay him, fine. You got your out now. You can't blame me for that if the guy turns out good. But if Mara comes to them and says, it's in your hands. You got the draft room. And you don't draft that quarterback, the human element comes into play. You're going to be in that draft room saying, I'm going to lose my friggin' job. If I screw up and don't take the right tackle, but if I screw up and don't take the quarterback, I'm pretty sure the owner doesn't care about the $8 million. They care about the quarterback they can have for 10 years.
Sure, of course they do.
Not to mention in New York, where the fans will freaking crucify them.
The media scrutiny that they'll get, Chris, over that will be astronomical.